Welcome to another edition of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics, and once again we return to the adventures of the Blue Beetle. I think this is the origin story of the original Dan Garrett version. The original Dan Garrett version. Anyway, here we go. Look, here he is, tearing out of the newspaper, chasing these small little criminals. Anyway, here we go. Swooping down upon the underworld to smash gangland's Dinsians comes this daring, two-fisted character, the Blue Beetle. Sought by the police and feared by all criminals, this hard-fighting crusader for law and justice is in reality Dan Garrett, a rookie policeman. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah. See, his costume's supposed to be chainmail. That's why it's all got these little bubbles on it and stuff. That looks more like an ant. Oh, well, anyway. Oh, here we got this lovely scene of this city. Oh, it's not lovely. In a squalid tenement near a rumbling elevated... well, I guess they mean because of the train. Okay. Rumbling elevated of a large eastern city lived the Garrett family. It is December 6th, 1916. It's a period piece. Inside the house, Michael Garrett, patrolman, nervously paces the floor.
Sit down, Michael. Everything will be all right.
If they'd only be hurrying. Suddenly a door opens and a short, stocky doctor strides in.
Here you are, Mike. As fine a lad as ever I saw.
Boy! Sure, and he'll be the finest man you've ever been seeing. Quickly the years fly by, and the baby named Dan grows into a sturdy boy. Then one day, flu epidemic spreads.
Mommy, where's Mommy? Daddy, why is everybody crying?
Come here, son. The angels grew lonely, Danny, and came for your mother to take her to heaven. Now be a brave little boy, and don't cry.
I won't cry, Daddy.
And after that, Dan Garrett became an atheist because he hated angels. They stole his mommy. Oh, well. The years rolled by. The death of Dan's mother made Dan more self-dependent and more self-reliant than most boys of his age. He's no mama's boy. He's a man. Anyway, so the years, that's how time used to go by in sheets of paper and leaves. So here we go. Devoted to his dad, the sturdy youth bucks the rough element of his neighborhood, championing the cause of the weaker children and working at odd jobs to help his father. I don't know what this job is. Yeah. Anyway,
leave Billy alone. He's smaller than you.
Oh, yeah? Who says so?
Give it to him, Daddy. I say so.
Okay, so he's beating up the bully. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, beat it. The next time you want to bully someone, pick on your own size.
Ugh, that bitch fella had it coming to him, Danny. It's closing time. You can go now.
Can I go home with you, Danny? Can I? Huh? Gee, Danny, if not for you, all us little kids would get beat up. If Butch or the others pick on you, just tell me. Slong, Billy. Hi, Dad. Have a hard day?
Hello, Dad. Yep, that I did. Soup, son.
You know, Dad, someday I'm going to be a policeman like you.
It's a fine profession, Dad, but I was hoping you'd be going to college first.
I'd like to, but college is expensive, isn't it?
Well, it was a lot cheaper then than it is today, believe you me. Anyway,
well, Danny, I've been saving a little, and soon I'll have enough to send you.
With a goal to work for, Dan studied hard and saved the money he earned Finally, graduation day arrived.
As has been our yearly custom, we now offer a scholarship to State University to our most outstanding student, Daniel Garrett.
Yay! Clap, 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 yay. And so, armed with the scholarship and an ardent desire to succeed, Dan Garrett goes to State University.
Goodbye, Dad. All right, soon.
So there's State University. Dun, 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 dun. It's just one building. Oh, wait, there's another one behind it. It's a pretty small campus. Anyway, a frosh. A frosh? Let's see who he is. Maybe he'll be a good fraternity prospect. Hi, freshman. Welcome to State. Hello. My name is Dan Garrett. Not the banker's son? No, I'm afraid not. I'm here on a scholarship. Oh, scholarship? Excuse me, but we have to see some fellows. Ugh. Yeah, we don't want any of that trash coming in here. Scholarship? Phooey! Back then, they didn't like scholarships. Yeah. Bewildered but undaunted, Dan goes to a boarding house and gets a room. There he meets Nick Collins, who explains why the others acted so strangely.
And as you're a scholarship man, they don't think you'll be fraternity material.
Oh, I see. The next few days are busy ones, and Dan soon forgets his hurt. Finally, one day, comes the call to all aspiring athletes. First call for football players. When I played for Lincoln High, I was on the prep school varsity. Where'd you play, Garrett? I never played organized football. They all look like him. Hear that? And he expects to make a college team. What a laugh. Yeah, okay, so he's an outsider. But when the season opens, the coach calls out the lineup, and at wing back is Dan Garrett.
Now, don't lose your heads. They're tough, but you can lick 'em. Now go to it.
Both teams fight desperately, but eventually begin to play ball. And near the end of the fourth quarter, the score is State 0, Cordell Prep 0. It's State's ball on Prep's 30. On the next play, Dan receives the ball and scores on a beautiful reverse, winning the game. Yay, everyone loves Dan, but the seats are completely empty because there's no seats, just a pile of dirt. Anyway, Garrett scores, Garrett wins game. In case you didn't understand what Garrett scores, but I'm sure he did as well. Yeah. And at the end of an undefeated season, this is the varsity coach, Dan. I like your playing, Garrett. Try the varsity next year. Excuse me, but I'm nude. Yes, I know. After a summer of hard work, Dan returns to school, a sophomore. Going out for boxing, Dan soon becomes champion. As a hockey star, Dan achieves success and popularity. Nice ass, Dan. Thanks. And soon his company is sought by all. You are cordially invited. Invitation. We invite. Yeah. Here he is at a dance he's just at a dance, so, he's getting some. Happy hours roll into days and weeks and years. One day in his senior year, there is a knock at his door.
Come in.
Oh, wait, it's him. Come in.
Telegram, Dan.
Telegram for me? Good Lord!
Dan, what is it?
It's about my father. I must go to him at once. It says, your father was wounded in the line of duty. Stop! Come immediately. A few hours later, Dan rushes to his father's bedside. Dad!
Danny boy! Thank heaven you've come in time. I'm going to join your mother, Elizabeth. Promise you'll finish school. Goodbye, son.
Dad!
He was a brave man, Danny.
I know, Mike. Those dirty rats. I'll get them if it takes all my life. That summer, after graduation, Dad joins the police force, and with Mike Madigan is assigned to a patrol car.
Your father and I were on the force together for 25 years, Danny. If only I could get my hands on the skunks that shot him in the back.
Who were they, Mike?
I don't know, but right after the murder, a girl reporter, Karen Dobbs, left a letter with the chief, only to be opened in case of her disappearance or death.
So?
I've a feeling the names of your father's killers are in it. I know she was near the scene of the shooting.
Is there no way we can get to the letter?
Nix! Even the mayor can't get to the vault where it is kept.
Because everyone forgot the combination. Meanwhile, at the home of Chick Alonzo, a notorious gangster and gambler. The dame's here like you ordered, boss.
Well, Chick?
Ah, Karen Dobbs, the news ace reporter. I've had enough of this fooling around, Karen. Either you stop blackmailing me, or else.
You wouldn't dare. You kill me, and the letter I left with the DA sends you and the boys to the chair for the murder of Mike Garrett.
Not this time, Karen. By the time that letter is opened, I'll be over the border. It was just luck that you got pictures of the shooting. Now you'll suffer for every cent you squeezed out of me. I've got a few sweet torches in mind. It's just, all right, he's Blue Beetle already. He had this, blue thing laying around. Late that night, a dark figure in a strange costume picks the lock into the safety deposit box in police headquarters. Silently, he withdraws a letter and reads it. No one else thought to do this, but anyway. Chick Alonzo, so he murdered my father. Replacing the letter, the figure, wearing a Blue Beetle insignia, dashes off to avenge his father's death. Well, who is he? Oh, that's right, the first page told you, yeah. While the Blue Beetle rushes to Alonzo's house, the gangster prepares to torture the frightened girl, Karen Dobbs.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, no? Tie her up, boys. She won't be so beautiful when I get through carving her. I got the butter knife. Hey, what's this? Take your hands off that girl. Hey, what the? And there he goes. I guess he hits him. Hits that one. This guy gets him. No, I guess he gets out of that. While he's mixing it up with the boys, I'll make my getaway. And whee! Quickly untying the girl, the Blue Beetle snaps out a command. Hurry! Phone the police! I'm going after Alonzo.
Right! I've got photographs that will send him to the chair.
Good! I'll bring Alonzo back in a jiffy. Meanwhile, in his powerful touring car, Alonzo speeds for the border. He'll never get me! Suddenly, a small beetle alights on the windshield. The Blue Beetle! Now to get this mug to headquarters. An hour later, at police headquarters. This is the Alonzo gang, Chief. The girl says she can prove they killed Mike Garrett. Chick got away. Suddenly, the lights go out. Hey! What the? Put on them lights! I got the switch. As the lights go on.
Sergeant, look! It's Chick Alonzo. There's a note attached. Listen to this. This is my first blow against crime. I shall not rest until gangdom is wiped out. Signed, the Blue Beetle.
Several weeks later, girl indicted, accomplice. Tough break, huh, Karen? Karen? Blue Beetle aids in capture of Alonzo gang. It took him weeks to get that story. Anyway, there you go. How about that, huh?
Well, Dan, that clears up the mystery of your father's death. I'd like to catch this Blue Beetle and see what he's like.
Maybe you will, Mike.
I know I will. I'll get him if it's the last thing I do. Technically, he's a lawbreaker.
No doubt. But we know better, don't we? There you go. I think they came up with a better origin later. Here, he's just a guy in a suit. Later on, he had some magic formula that some professor friend of his in an apothecary shop made for him. And then even more later, he was an archaeologist and not a cop at all. And he found an ancient, strange blue scarab. And it gave him powers so he could fly and stuff. Until he got crushed under some debris on an island. What was it, Pago Island or something like that. And then Ted Cord, his student, had to take over as the new Blue Beetle. But he didn't have that scarab, so he just had to use his technical wizardry with gadgets and his flying giant bug and stuff like that. Probably the most popular of the Beetles. And then finally, he died. He got shot in the head by his former boss. That's a long story. Anyway, the scarab turned up again, but this time it attached itself to the back of Jaime Reyes and gave him this blue suit of armor. I don't know why I didn't give Dan Garrett that, but whatever. And now he has kind of a blue Iron Man suit, and he has all kind of powers with that. And so he is now currently the Blue Beetle. I think Ted Cord, they revamped it where he's still alive, and he's kind of a mentor to this kid, but yeah, whatever. And, and the Ted Cord version was the inspiration for the Night Owl character in Alan Moore's The Watchmen. How about that? Thank you for watching and listening. Say, while you're here, why not like and subscribe and check out the link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you. Yes, that's right. You.